Season 5. If you have not been paying attention, it is around the corner. So it's going to come out on Wednesday, August 5th. And with that, they are going to implement a new faction. So that's pretty cool. So a whole new rogue faction, Splinter Cell, is going to be out there. It's going to be called Shadow Company. They're also going to finally open up the stadium. So that rumor has finally been confirmed. That's been going around for a while now. The rail system that they have on the map is finally going to get used. They're going to have the new train. It's going to go around and supposedly have a bunch of loot. What else? They're going to have new game modes, new multiplayer maps, and new weapons. So let's start going over each one of those topics. Shadow Company. This was pretty cool. I'm digging it. I thought that was kind of cool to come out with a new faction. There's going to be 3 members. There's probably going to be more. Just 3 that I know of. The first guy is from Texas. His name is Marcus Ortega. I mean, I don't even need to give you a backstory because he's from probably the greatest state in the world. Yes, the world. What else we got? We got Rosalind Helms. You already know her. She's been introduced on season 4. I mean, not going to give you a whole backstory to that, but that's cool. So she went from the Allegiance side to the Shadow Company now. The last guy, his name is, I'm probably going to butcher his name. I do this a lot, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's pronounced Velikon. So Velikon does not show his face. He wears a helmet. That's pretty neat. So he should have some pretty cool outfits. I say outfits, that sounds pretty corny. He should have some, some cool military tactical gear that all of us are going to love. Moving on. So the main things to get out of the maps, you'll have for ground war, you'll have the airport. Gunfight, you'll have Livestock. For your 6 vs 6 map, you'll have the harbor, and your other 6 vs 6 map is going to be the oil rig. So you'll have 4 new maps being introduced on the multiplayer side if you own this game. So it looks like they're finally opening up the stadium. This has been a rumor for a very long time. It is now going to actually happen. So an explosion is going to knock out the glass on the top and give us an opening so we can get inside the stadium now. That's pretty cool. That's going to change up the map a lot. So this is probably going to become a hot spot. And the other thing that they're adding is the train. So the train is going to go around the map just continuously from what we've gathered, or what they gathered and what I read. And you'll be able to loot this, and they predict that there's going to be some very valuable loot on here. So it's going to entice you to land on the train, and there's probably going to be some really cool fights. I mean, it's not going to be third-party fights. It's going to be 4th, 5th, 6th party fights. It's going to be pretty cool. I think that's going to change up some of this game. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very popular once it comes out on Wednesday. I'm sure everybody's going to be wanting to land on this train. It's going to be chaotic. You're going to have 150 players all trying to see what's on the train. Same with the stadium. So those 2 are going to be some hot spots until, I guess, eventually the hype's going to die down. Can't wait for that. All right, so the rumor going around as far as the weapons is going to be an SMG. It's going to be the APC-9. You have the assault rifle. It's going to be AN-94. It's going to look like an AK. The R700 marksman rifle, and the intervention sniper rifle. So that sounds pretty good. I'm glad they're adding additional weapons for just about each class. Alright, so let's go over the game modes. So there's nothing official out there, but there's been lots of rumors on what kind of game modes that Modern Warfare has been looking at. And I will say from that stack of rumors that I got to see, for instance, the realism mode. That was a rumor, and we got to see that on season 4 that, it came true. So I expect that some of those other ones that were floating out there are going to eventually make it to either hopefully season 5, possibly we'll see maybe later on season 6. I'm sure they have some type of game plan where they're going to slowly introduce those modes throughout the seasons. But I will say that I forgot to tell y'all something at the beginning of the video, which is pretty important because it's a pretty big game changer in my opinion. So they're going to add zip lines to this game. I've thought that was so cool. I mean, there's always been that one. I saw someone posted before where how come they don't have like portable ladders? Like you can throw a ladder to the second story, to another way to access a building. Well, that doesn't seem like it's coming out yet, but the zip lines are. So you can watch their videos, the trailer, and you can see there's 2 scenes where the guy's using the zip line. One looks like it's either hospital or downtown, and the other one looks like it's at the prison. So you can go from being at the first story on the ground all the way up to, story number 20 and be at the roof in no time and take out those rooftop snipers. That is really cool. Now, I told you I would keep this short. That's about as short as I can make it, I believe. Thank you for watching. And before I let you go, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I mean, I spend a lot of time making these videos, and it is nice when people do subscribe. Please like if you did enjoy it, and comment too, because I do like engaging with my audience. Makes me feel like I'm not wasting my time with these videos.